getting into this episode of GH. This was a lot. This was a lot going on. Um, I honestly, I feel like this whole situation with Michael, it seems like it really spooked the hell out of Jason. And you know, Jason ain't a person that gets scared. Like he don't get scared easily. And I feel like this really seems like it had a profound effect on him. And I can imagine it had a profound effect on Sonny too, because they literally had to stand there and watch as their son, their nephew, you know what I'm saying, his son and nephew be engulfed in flames. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot to see. You know what I'm saying? To bear witness to that and just literally smell burning flesh. Like I couldn't imagine. You know how long that's gonna play in Jason and Sonny's mind? That shit is gonna play in their mind for the rest of their life. And I think that really spooked him. Not only Sonny, but I think it really spooked the hell out of Jason because Jason was dead serious. He was like, look, you talked about an exit strategy. We need to get the hell out soon. Like, we need to get out the business. Because now he's worried about something like that happening to Danny. It seems like by the tone of their conversation and by the way that the writing is going, like, are they really removing Sonny and Jason from the mob? I mean, because usually in real life, you can't really get out the mob like that. Like, especially when you're a mob, like, boss and Jason's an enforcer. So it's not that easy. But I don't know. I feel like maybe it is time for them to move out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because shit is getting real. And mind you, Jason and Sonny done been through a lot in this business. Like, they done been through a lot in the mob. Their children have been through a lot in the mob because of the mob. So hopefully this time around is like they're serious about getting out. 'Cause I know Sonny before kept saying that it's not simple just to get out and that he could probably never get out. Because Sonny holds a lot of territory. He holds a lot of power. So I don't know how that's gonna work. But Jason is dead ass. He was like, listen, we need to get the hell about this. Like, we need to get out this situation soon. But it is weird though, as far as the bomb. It's like, how the hell did that bomb get in the penthouse? Because they all missed it. Sonny missed it. The guards missed it. Jason missed it. So that's my thing. Who has access to that penthouse to just plant a bomb there? Because I know Sonny doesn't just let anybody into the penthouse. Like, did he have a delivery that he forgot about? Maybe somebody delivered something for him, a package, and he forgot about it. It had to be something. It had to be something. And I seen somebody say, oh, maybe it was Isaiah, because Isaiah was the last person in that penthouse. Now, listen, you better bite your tongue. Because I'll be damned if we gonna pin this on Isaiah. I would be pissed if that's the route they go. No. Jordan finally getting a man? Hell no. We not about to make him no bad guy. Nope. Take Isaiah out your mind. Because nope. I refuse to believe it was Isaiah. But it was something or somebody. Somebody did it. And Sonny really needs to think on it, or at least, and I know he got cameras in that hallway at least at the penthouse, so he need to get those cameras and see who had access. So anyway, it was kind of funny when Chase and Anna showed up to the penthouse to question Jason about what happened. And when Jason said, oh, I came here around this time to talk to Sonny, and Chase was like, what about? None of your damn business. What you mean, what about? You do realize that Sonny and Jason are like brothers. That's his best friend. They got a business together, a legit one too. What do you mean, what about? They could have been talking about a number of things. What the hell does that matter? That's not relevant to what happened. What they were discussing is not relevant to what happened. And he already know Jason not going to fully tell him anyway. Jason not going to tell him the truth any damn way. That's why Jason was like, oh, it was about a delayed coffee shipment for next week. I'm like, duh, you know he not going to tell you the truth. So I don't even know why you wasting your breath asking that dumb question. It's irrelevant. Anna, I really couldn't stand how they were standing there stating the obvious. Oh, Sonny clearly was the target. Duh. Obviously, Sonny was the target. Who else would have been the target? It's Sonny's penthouse. Somebody planted a bomb in Sonny's penthouse, so obviously Sonny was the target. Like, come on now, Nancy Drew. Scooby Doo in the gang could have figured that out. Hell, a pup named Scooby Doo could have figured that. Hell, Scrappy Doo could have figured that out. Like, come on now. Duh. Who else? Anna, whatever. Um, I be so through with Anna sometimes. I swear I love her to pieces, but she worked my nerve. Um, and she better be damn glad. Let me tell you something. She better be damn glad that Jack Brennan offered to help. You know what I'm saying? That he offered the WSB's resources, because even she admitted that they're going to need the WSB's help. She better be happy. Because if it wasn't for Carly, like if Carly's son wasn't involved in this, you already know Brennan would have never offered to help. He only offering because Carly is involved through her son. So that's the only reason he offered. Because after what Anna recently did to him, you already know Jack probably would have told her no. If she did come to him for help or mention that she would need his help or something, he would have never offered and he never would have agreed to do it. I wouldn't blame him either. Because it's just sad that Anna's department is just incompetent. Like, they can't figure this out. Here they are in the very beginning stages of the investigation, and they need help already to clear this investigation. That's pretty sad. It's only day one of the investigation. You need help already? Like, did they think to look at surveillance footage? Like, it's a luxury penthouse. You know they got surveillance. So check the surveillance cameras and see who came in and out the building throughout the day. Duh. Like, damn, that should have been the first thing you do. Canvass the building, talk to neighbors, knock on doors. I'm just saying. Like, come on now. I watched enough Law and Order to know that much. So anyway, moving on from that. You know what? I'm glad Sonny told Alexis that Christina was stronger than they thought, because at the end of the day, they be treating that girl like glass. Like, and I know Christina can be erratic and hot-headed, but she's not glass. She's not going to break. You know, she's a grown woman. Like, Alexis can't keep coddling her the way she does. You know, like, so I'm glad Sonny was like, you know, she's strong. I'm glad that y'all see she's strong, because y'all need to stop coddling. And just be there. I was actually surprised when Molly showed up. That was a shocker to me, because I wasn't expecting Molly to pop up at the hospital. Even though, you know, Michael is her cousin and stuff. But I was shocked that she was there to support Christina. I was definitely surprised. I wasn't expecting it, especially with everything that's been going on between those two. But I'm glad that, you know, she didn't really say anything to Christina. She was just there. You know, because sometimes that's what you need. You know, somebody to not talk. You just need them to be there, just by your side. That's it. You know what I'm saying? You don't need conversation. So I'm glad that they did it that way. I'm going to tell you right now, Drew and Willow were getting turned every which way but loose in this episode. I swear to God, I love that people were handing them their ass. I loved it. Every minute of it. Because at the end of the day, I agree 1,000% with everything Curtis said. Drew should have never came to the hospital, and I feel like Drew was only there to ease his conscience. You know, to ease his guilty conscience. That's the only reason why he was there, to absolve him of any guilt or any blame. That's the only reason he was there. Talking about, oh, that's my family. How would you feel if it was your family? I love that Curtis was like, well, I wouldn't have slept with his wife. I'm like, right? How you gonna sit there and play the family card after what you did? Fool, please. Drew is a pain in the ass. Like, seriously. Because you know what? I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like Drew is a total narcissist. Like, he just won't leave well enough alone. You know, to even go to the chapel and try to apologize to Carly, give his condolences or whatever for what's going on with Michael. It was just trash. It was arrogant. And I'm glad Carly gave it to him. because for him to sit there and try to twist the situation, and you know why he threw that in her face when he said, "Oh, we both know that you're the reason why Michael is laying up in that bed in the first place, and you know it." The reason he threw that in her face was because she wasn't buying his bullshit. He was mad because she wasn't accepting his apology or any of the nonsense that he was trying to, shove her way. That's what he got mad about. So, of course, he tried to hit her with a low blow. Because, yes, Jason, Sonny, Carly have all made choices that have not been in the best interest of Michael or the other kids. But at the same time, now is not the time to bring that up or throw it in her face. So for Drew to do that, he was trash. And I'm glad Carly gave it to him because she read him for filth, as well as Curtis did. And I'm glad she said what she said because at the end of the day, him going to prison for her, it proves one thing, that he wants to be a martyr. He wants to be a hero. He wants to be seen as these things, as this overall good guy. That's what he wants to be seen as. That's the image that he's trying to portray. But it's a fakeade. And Carly is seeing through it. Everybody's seeing through it. They all seeing him for who he is. He's a narcissist. And in that very moment, at this point, I want to see everybody gang up against Drew and Willow at this point. Like, where are the Quartermains at? Because it's the very next day. Like, I'm surprised Tracy and Monica, well, I'm not surprised Monica's not there due to the circumstances, but I'm surprised Tracy and Ned and BOQ are not at the hospital. I wish Monica was around for this because I would love to, hear her point of view and how she feel about all this stuff that's going down between Willow and Drew and Michael being burned up. I would love to see her reaction to it. But I want to see the Quartermains, stand up for Michael. You know what I'm saying? And go to war with Drew at this point. Because we already know it don't take much for Tracy and Ned to go to war with Drew because they already don't like his ass anyway. So I would love to see them all unite and just go after him because he's an ass. And for him to still be at that hospital is so disrespectful. And he better be glad Sonny nor Jason seen him because if they did, they would have probably caught a case. Because I would have beat his ass right up in that hospital and wouldn't even cared if I went to jail or not. I would have tore his ass a new one. It was sad, watching Jason go to Michael's room and stuff like that. I did love the flashback of Jason holding Michael as a baby. But I really hope that Jason is serious. Like, I think he's starting to realize that, his life choices have affected Michael in a way that he doesn't want it to affect Danny. So I hope that him and Sonny are serious about leaving the business. I don't know how true it may be, but I hope so. Because look at what happened. It can happen to any number of their children. It can happen to Jake. It can happen to Danny. Avery, Donna, Christina. It can happen to any one of them if they continue in that life. But I am glad when Michael opened his eyes and saw Jason at his bedside. Like, I'm very happy about that. At least he got to see his uncle, by his side. I love how Jocelyn, you know what? Because normally Jocelyn get on my nerves. But let me tell you something. Jocelyn smoked Willow like a pack of Newports. Because I love how she dug in her ass because Willow needed to hear it. At the end of the day, everything Jocelyn said about her was true. And not only has Jocelyn noticed it, but I remember Michael talked about it a few episodes back. He noticed a pattern with her. She's a hero worshiper. She falls in love with whoever can protect her and whoever, can save her. That's who she starts to have feelings for until the next person comes around. And I love how Jocelyn threw it in her face that, you cheated on Chase, you cheated on Michael. She was like, I can't wait to see who you cheat on Drew with. And I totally agree. Because if she could cheat on those two, she going to cheat on Drew. It's going to happen. It's bound to happen. Like, so for Willow to stand there talking about I love Michael, I still love Michael. No, you don't. You love the idea of Michael. You love the protection that Michael provided you before. How he came to your rescue numerous of times. And yeah, Michael has made mistakes in a relationship like anybody does. But The shit she did was just foul. And for her to try to compare her situation to Jocelyn's situation was just dumb because it's not the same thing. And I'm glad Jocelyn let her know that. It's not the same thing. You know, it was just, like, I'm always going to be pissed off at Jocelyn for what she did to Cameron. But at the end of the day, that's water under the bridge for right now because we got bigger fish to fry. Willow's just trash. Like, she's a trash ass person. For her to for her to even come to that hospital to try to show some concern, you might as well have stayed home or back in DC screwing Drew. That's where you might as well have stayed. Because that is just so dumb. Talking about, oh, me and Michael are separated. He filed for divorce. And you were boning his uncle long before separation even happened. And that's what annoys me too with Willow because she has no backbone. Like, Nina is pulling all the strings in this separation. Like, come on, the very next day, a separation document was drafted. And Willow had nothing to do with that. But she didn't even confront Nina about it. She didn't even bat an eyelash about it. She didn't tell Martin to, hey, call it off, or I just want to talk to Michael first. Nothing. She's just allowing Martin to do whatever he wants. Like, you're the client. Even if Nina is paying him, you're the client. He technically works for you. Because I think in real life, I would think that due to the circumstances, their divorce would be put on hold. Seeing as how Michael's incapacitated at the moment, I would think the divorce would be put on hold. Because at first, Willow was like, oh, I can't deal with this right now as far as custody. Like, I'm not going to take Michael's kids away from him right now while he's fighting for his life. Like, I'm not going to do that. You should have told your lawyer to pause the divorce. Like, we're not going to discuss nothing moving forward until we find out what's going on with Michael. That's what a decent person would have done. I'm not, and I know, on social media, Martin caught hell for what he's trying to do. Like, use the medical proxy to, him and Willow's advantage to strengthen her case. Because as, Michael's wife, she has say so over his medical care because Michael never changed it. And he wants to use that to their advantage. I know he got a lot of hell for that, but I'm not surprised. He's being a lawyer. That's what a lot of lawyers do. They're cold-blooded. You know what I'm saying? They're cold. But they do what they have to do. That's why I'm glad Diane jumped in and beat him to the punch and, talked to Carly and went down to the courthouse and got a got an injunction to make, to get the kids out of, Nina and Willow's care. And Nina want to sit there talking about, oh, you're going to do this now? Oh, I'm not handing those kids over. That's why I feel like for Nina, this is not about protecting her grandchildren. This is not even about Willow. I feel like this is her trying to best Carly. That's how I feel like this is what this is for Nina. I feel like this is more about her vendetta with Carly than anything. She always feels like she has to win. It's just dumb at this point. That's why I'm glad Diane beat them to the punch and got that court order. I really didn't understand why the hell Curtis went over to talk to Nina about Drew in the first place to see if she can get, talk to Drew and get him to back off and stuff. Like, what's the point? And I'm glad Nina told him, no, I'm not dealing with Drew right now because what is the point? Drew's not going to listen to Nina. Just 24 hours prior, he sat on the phone and told Nina to mind her business. So what makes him think Drew's not going to listen to anybody right now? If your name ain't Willow, he not listening to you. Like, he don't even listen to Willow. Please, when Willow say she needs space, that man be all up in her face still. But Nina, I know one thing, Nina better hand over them children. I know that much. It's a court order, Nina. You don't want to sit behind bars now. Honestly, I'm not even going to lie to y'all. At this point, somebody need to call WWE and get Triple H and them to just schedule a match at this point. Just get a ring, get a tag team match going. Nina and Willow versus Carly and Jocelyn. If they can't get along, they might as well get it on at this point. I'm ready to see them fight. Somebody need to open up a can of whoop ass on each other. Like, at this point in time, they might as well go ahead and do battle. Because this whole situation just been a hot mess. A hot ass mess. But hopefully with Michael opening up his eyes, I will hope that he, gets a moment to at least, sign some paperwork to, or get Willow removed as his medical proxy. I hope so. Because you do not want that trick in charge of nothing at this point. Anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Peace.